Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Hey, how's everyone doing out there? We're back here again for day two of my partner being gone. Ted, enjoy yourself, my brother. Enjoy your travels. Enjoy your ocean trip. Enjoy the Caribbean. I hope you and your wife are having an excellent time. So, when you see this video, know that I'm thinking about you, my brother. You are on my mind. You guys got to excuse me. I have a cold or a flu or something that's been with me for almost 7 days now. But I'm getting over it. I am getting over it. I feel a lot better than I did last week this time. Man, a hell of a lot better. Anyway, let's get to the show. First of all, yesterday I spoke about the U.S. Court of International Trade and their ruling against Trump and him enacting tariffs for this country, that it was illegal for him to do it. Well, there was another court in the Eastern District and everything, federal judge, who also ruled against Trump as far as the Constitution was concerned, that he did not have constitutional right to enact tariffs. Well, knowing that Donald and his folks and everything, they are not going to lay down like that, people. They are going to fight. So they did. They filed an appeal to an 11-judge panel in the Washington, D.C. area, and the justices gave him a stay. And right now, the tariffs, I guess, can still go on. But all the legal experts are saying that he's probably going to lose this case. Well, his attorneys and stuff to uh, kind of help the 11-judge panel to make a decision to put a stay on a ruling until they file their briefs, and they're supposed to be filing those briefs, I guess, sometime around June the 9th. That the 11-judge panel and stuff was waiting on both sides to file, and I'm pretty sure that they will get everything in on June the 9th. But something happened in the initial appeal filing to the 11-judge panel. Usually, when there's a case being filed and you ask for an appeal, well, you should be paying something, putting up some bond or something. Well, instead of using bond, as because they couldn't really actually financially assess what a bond might be or what people damages and stuff were being done while the appeal process is going on. So the Trump attorneys and stuff stepped in to they're filing that if they did lose the case, that Trump would refund all those people who were affected by the tariff, give them refund, which probably satisfied the 11 panel judges. And they said, oh, okay, hey, all while this process is going on, if they have found that what the International Court, Trade Court did, and their ruling was correct, then Trump's going to have to, well, not Trump, but Treasury is going to have to pay anybody who was affected, including interest, for what they paid for bringing products into this country. Sounds very good. I really like that ruling. I really like them doing that. And as we all know, Donald, in his infinite wisdom, congratulated the appeals court, saying that he won the case. And his right wing media is running around and bouncing around and saying, we won, Trump won. Well, people, anybody who knows anything about what's going on, when you file an appeal, you haven't won. It's only a step in the legal process. So, Trump, you can keep on saying that you won, but we all know that you didn't win. You just won an appeal to hold on a little bit longer. But I'm pretty sure that all the international trading partners out there, well, potential trading partners and stuff, because a lot of people who were trading with us and everything, they've taken their business elsewhere around the country. Even China, they're trading with Latin America now, and Africa, and the European Union, and Canada. Oh, they got everybody. They even got the Pacific Rim, Vietnam, South Korea, all of them. They're signing trade deals and everything, and we're being left on the outside. And now, since this court has did what they did, the International Trade Court has made that ruling, and it looks like that ruling and stuff stands constitutionally. Got some strong, 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 very strong, very strong, my friend. That ruling is very strong, and it is constitutionally based and stuff and everything from the founders of this country. So we shall see what happens. But getting back to the next point, what are these other countries are going to do now that they know that Trump doesn't have, he may or may not have the authority to enact tariffs? Well, what would you do? You want a trade deal with the United States, but now you find out that the old boy who's sitting across the table from you may or may not be legally responsible for signing an agreement, a trade agreement and stuff with you. Wouldn't you think that the people on the other side would be looking at them sideways? How in the hell can you negotiate a trade deal and you don't have the authority to do it? So if I'm trying to sell to this country, I'm gonna be kind of leery and stuff of signing any kind of agreements and stuff with the man across that aisle from me. And old Scott Bassett and all the rest of them, and Lutnick and whoever heck he is, Luke Nut, whoever that Commerce Secretary name is. Hey, yeah, bargaining from a very, very, very weak state right now. So it's unlikely that we're going to get any trade deals or any kind of agreement and stuff signed, or MOU, which is some memorandum of understanding signed with anybody right now. I know I wouldn't, because I may be looking at the wrong people. If I sign something with it, it won't mean crap for me. But now that the importers and stuff in this country, the merchants and the manufacturers or whoever else know now that if they do spend some money and stuff in the tariffs for the tariffs because the tariff is a tax on the companies and stuff who are buying the products, and not on the people who are selling the stuff to you, not on the exporter, the importer. So now that I know I may be getting my money back, there's a very good likelihood I could be getting my money back. I might just go ahead on and pay that money and everything and sit back because they also said that I would get interest on my money. So if I can negotiate something down to maybe 10 or 15%, shoot, I can pay that 10 or 15% extra and everything and get my money back. And I'm pretty sure China's probably saying the same thing. I can get my money back when these rascals plus interest from the federal government, from the Treasury, the U.S. Treasury. Man, what a disaster we weave when we try to deceive. Kind of like what that old saying and stuff is. Kind of close. Not exactly how my ancestors and my parents and stuff put it, but you get the point. Okay, next we have some developments with CBS and the lawsuit, that $20 billion lawsuit that old Donald Boy decided to file against CBS for 60 Minutes interview. Well, Miss Sherry, and for those who don't know, Sherry Redstone is the owner of the parent company for CBS, Paramount. Miss Sherry is ready to sell Paramount to Skydance Media. And she is sitting there gonna get a nice little profit and stuff off of the sale and everything to Sundance. So she's looking at a couple of $1 billion. So she's not gonna let no little settlement and everything with Trump stop this crap and everything. So hey, let's get that old boy some money, get him out the way and everything so I can make all these big bucks. Can't blame her for that. But girlfriend, this ain't ABC. This ain't in Disney who was doing this settlement. Disney not planning on selling their company, but you are. So you're getting a little desperate, Sherry, and I understand I would too if I'm sitting up in there holding a couple $1 billion profit that I can get off of this sale. Mm, mm, mm. I'm itching to get my hands on them dollars because that's cash in fist. $2 or $3 billion in my pocket, along with the sale of the company too, make me some big money. Sit back and everything and enjoy myself. Give me a couple of yachts, another plane, maybe another mansion. Hey, buy a couple of boyfriends. Okay, Sherry. Now we know TP ain't for sale, so forget about him. I hope you folks know who TP is. If you don't, I'm sorry. But anyway, let's get to the story. CBS and Paramount is telling CBS to settle with Trump on that $20 billion lawsuit. Well, the CBS attorneys and stuff now, they're filing a dismissal for the case. Say, hey, that's first process you go through and stuff. We're gonna file a dismissal, see what the judge has to say. And we dismiss this case. We got authority and stuff to say, let's dismiss this case because hell, the lawsuit is frivolous. And everybody knows it is, but the judge had to decide. But the reason why Donald His infinite wisdom filed a case in a little bitty federal district down there around Texas is because the old judge who's sitting on the bench is one of Donald's friends. And Donald has filed many lawsuits in that court, and this judge has been very friendly to him. So CBS went in there, the dismissal and stuff is probably mm, a reach. And I'm pretty sure the judge will probably say, no, we can't dismiss the case. So what they're doing in the background, everything, oh, Redstone is telling our folks and stuff, let's make a settlement. So they've offered Trump $15 million. Now, the most of us folks, $15 million, man, that's a big chunk of money. Why would somebody give somebody $15 billion and he file a lawsuit for $20 billion? Sherry got a lot more money. You're not going to let no little bitty $15 million and everything stop you from making billions of dollars. That's not good. Hey, if I got a chance to make $1 billion, I can give somebody 15 million. Hey, I'm going to do it. So Trump says no. He wants $25 million. Got him over a barrel. Got old Sherry bent over there over that barrel. You might well stick it to a little bit deep, get a little bit deep into that behind. Because you got over a barrel. So you figure she's gonna come up with that 25 million and stuff and everything. Well, people, when you're in the court system and the law, there's a whole lot of things in the law and everything, and any contract you sign, there's always loopholes everywhere. I mean, the loopholes are flowing. They are flowing. So, first thing, the one of the shareholders is freedom of the press. They own stock in Paramount. They ain't liking this settlement that they giving to Donald at all because it puts a real big dent in the freedom of press. First Amendment right. The press has all kinds of stuff that they are looking at. You should, in a democratic society, freedom of the press has to be number one. Freedom of speech. And what Donald is doing with this ABC lawsuit and with the CBS lawsuit and with the lawsuit that he filed against Facebook or Meta, that he got money out of both of them, ABC and Meta, in February, and now he wants to try to hoodwink CBS. So, freedom of the press, who owns stock in Paramount, their little group and everything owns a lot of stock in Paramount. So they decide that they're going to file a lawsuit as shareholders of Paramount that should rest on CBS and Paramount, in essence, are paying a bribe to Donald Trump because the Trump administration has to ipso facto approve this major deal and everything with Skydance and Paramount. So they're saying that Sherry is paying a bribe so she can get uh, the deal and everything through. Man, that's a novel idea. Good for those old boys. Because it's going to be hard for Sherry to prove that this is not a bribe. Has a lot more standing than Trump's mess that he didn't file. So Miss Sherry your shareholders are very, very upset about this mess here. Even though with the sale, those shareholders stand to make a nice little buck, but freedom of the press says this is worth more. This is worth more than whatever they're going to get as shareholders and stuff of this deal that's getting ready to go through. Most of the shareholders probably are telling the freedom of the press, leave this crap alone so we can make us some money, get the hell out of here. Well, number 3, we have some Democratic senators who are very, very feisty. They have, most of them are attorneys and lawyers themselves, especially Ms. Warren, Senator Warren. Everybody know about Senator Warren, don't you? She's a feisty little rascal. Well, her and old Bernie Sanders and Senator Wyden from Oregon filed an appeal to Jerry Redstone and Paramount, asking them why are they trying to get this deal through, because it looks like they're paying off a government official. You can't pay off a government official because to allow them to have some financial gain, because they are controlling the merger. They are kind of like the arbiter of the deal. And it don't look very good being paying the arbiter of the deal 15 to 25 million dollars, because I'm pretty sure old Sherry probably would have said, hell, pay the 25 billion, buddy, because I ain't gonna lose my billion. So it was a good chance that old dollar was gonna get that 25 million. But I don't know where this deal gonna stand at, because as senators, the U.S. Senate and stuff, they have a right and stuff and everything to ask for information about what this deal is all about. There was about 10 questions that they sent them, and they asked them to Paramount to respond to them by June 2nd. Don't give them a lot of time. Whoa, Sherry. Your deal is on rocky ground now. I don't know what you're gonna do, girlfriend. I don't know what's gonna happen here, but I'm pretty sure she's sitting down with her attorneys and stuff and everything, and they're burning the midnight oil trying to figure out how she's gonna get these $2 or $3 billion in profit that she planned on getting out of this damn deal here. They got a lot of moving parts out there. A lot of moving parts. CBS 60 Minute president, director of the program, head honcho of 60 Minutes, resigned when Trump filed this lawsuit. The president of CBS, girlfriend, said after she found out that they were going to try to slide a deal and stuff to Trump, she quit, because part of the deal that Trump wants is for CBS to apologize to Trump. Girlfriend said, I ain't stooping that low to apologize to Donald Trump. So she resigned her position as the CBS president. Thank you, 60 Minute Head, and thank you, CBS president. Somebody has some balls and stuff to stand up, even though Sherry don't have it. But I don't know what I would do if I was in Sherry's position here. I think I would be doing the same damn thing if this lawsuit was holding up a 30 or $40 billion deal. I think I'd be passing out a couple of $1 million and everything to get this deal through. So, Sherry, I can't hold you hostage, girlfriend. I think your daddy would be doing the same thing. Bless his heart. So, people you don't know who her daddy is, who's Sumner Redstone. Your boy's gone now. He's gone on to the happy hunting ground. But he was a tough old bird even into his 90s. Didn't stand no mess. That old boy was rough. All right. Last thing, people. Last thing before we get off the air. I got to say, I just have to say this. I just gotta say it. These Republicans got the balls of steel, and they women, some of them is just too much. Now, I'm pretty sure that some of you folks here in the audience know who Joni Ernst is. She is the female senator from Iowa. Congress is in recess now for the holidays. For the Memorial holiday, they're in recess and they're gone. And so they had going back. And now that the House has pushed this nasty, big old nasty bill and everything through and sent it to the Senate and everything, uh, it looks like some of those MAGA folks and everything are feeling their Cheerios. So they're having town halls, people. They are having town halls. Now, to tell you how nasty them can be, this heifer, excuse my French people, this heifer got in front of her folks and said, it's okay to have those cuts to have Medicare, and those people don't need to get insurance because guess what? They're going to die anyway. Did you hear me, people? They are going to die anyway. So that's her justification for getting this bill through if she can. They're going to die anyway. Now, we already know that the first order of business and stuff for Trump was to get rid of U.S. aid. There are millions of children, sick people in some of these countries over there who depend on U.S. aid. And old Doge helped them to cut it out, along with our friend from Tesla. And the conservative estimate right at this point is that they've already killed 300,000 people already by not cutting off that aid. Did you hear me? Did you hear what I just said? They're thinking that over 300,000 people have died because they cut it off, U.S. aid. These folks don't give a crap about letting poor folks die. Did you hear that, you people over there in those red states? Did you hear that? They don't give a damn about you. They're going to cut off your Medicaid and throw you off of Medicaid. Millions of people going to get thrown off. Their conservative estimate is about 13 or 14 million people probably not going to be able to have any health insurance at all because of the Medicaid cuts. But old Senator Joni Ernst got a word for you. She's probably going to put it up there on a billboard someplace along Interstate 80, which goes right through Iowa. They're going to die anyway. if I'm a Democrat over there in the state of Iowa, I'm gonna pay probably under $2,500, $3,000 for a month to have a billboard set up there with Joni Ursa's name on it and say they are going to die anyway. This big, beautiful bill. They are going to die anyway. And the poorest people, or the rich folks, they got a word for those folks that they be looking down upon. They don't like all of them down there sitting there getting free money, as they say. They don't have no business getting free money. They haven't earned it because they poor. Throw them aside. Let them go. Got a word for what Johnny Earth says. Cull the herd. You heard it from me. See you tomorrow, people. Bye bye.